Hey guys, Brian from Ball Guy Sci here, and this week, real quick, 60 seconds, we're going to talk about the Wakelet Spaces launch party. Let's go. Hey guys, Brian from Ball Guy Sci, and I just got done watching the launch party for Wakelet Spaces on YouTube. Now, first, I'll have to admit, I was a little confused, but I popped over to Wakelet itself and I could see the new features there. Now, you can also see, if you click the little bell, all of the new features that are added in, but here's the basic deal. So if you've ever had your education stuff, your hobbies, your family all start to collide,
you know what happens then?
this is for you. So what they created is spaces. On the left, you're going to see a new plus button underneath your avatar, icon, picture, profile, whatever you want to call it. If you click that, you can create a new space. Now, that new space is something you can invite others to. You can share it out. You can make it public or private. All sorts of things there. You can see under the bell icon those new features. So I want to give you some ideas of what I could see using this for in my class. So first off is to create a space for your team. Now, I work in a middle school with a team of teachers for each student, and we could all get together and to announce maybe all of the things that are going to be due throughout the week, and just go ahead and make that public on Monday and then pull it back on Saturday or Sunday or whatever it is and revamp it for the next week, or just create another one. So each team of teachers could collaborate, put in there their homework, and it becomes like a planner or an agenda or just a follow-up communication for students and parents, right? Then you take that little link, post it in your Google Classroom or on your communication to families, and you're good to go.
You couldn't figure out the world's theory for yourself? It's just common sense. Anybody knows you gotta keep your worlds apart.
Now, I can see creating a space also for my classes. So within my class, I might be able to add and create sort of like a hyperdoc with this thing. As the week goes by, maybe I want to put in the notes that I covered on Monday, a video that I shared, or an online lab, whatever it might be. I just create the stuff that I need for the week, and then I just share that out to my students. But I also had another idea. What if I asked a student each day to say, hey, this is the vocab that I came up with, and to crowdsource that information so the kids have a little more interaction and ownership of the classroom. They put it in the Wakelet, share it out with their students that might be virtual learning, might have been absent for whatever reason. So maybe a space for my class.
This is not good. Worlds are colliding.
And the next one I thought of is, if I have 15 students throughout the day, and I go through a formative assessment and I realize they break down into like 3 groups, right? Kids that are doing okay, kids that I really need to challenge because they've nailed it right away, and kids that might need some reteaching. Well, maybe I create 3 spaces that are for each individual group. So I go back to a little reteaching, maybe provide another way for the kids to get it. Or those other kids that are in the middle, maybe I just take them a little bit, or I really challenge the kids that have got it. So this might be a way for me to differentiate instruction with a space, invite those kids with a separate QR code in Google Classroom, and just move on from there.
That's going to be trouble.
All right. The last one that I was thinking about is, what about when parents are trying to keep up with what's going on in your class? You've been in school 5 weeks. You want to put out a little portfolio of what you've already been doing. So you just have the kids build that portfolio. Maybe they put out there the lab that you did, the book that you read, the research, the artwork, the song they created, whatever it is that they've done. Kids can create that portfolio and just make it live, and you just link that out to students, whatever your communication system is. And then when they're done, they pull it back and they edit it and change it, and they create that portfolio live as the year goes by, and then they just share it out to their parents every once in a while. So you could do this on an individual basis, on a class basis, on a grade basis, and either way could just be a really great way for you to engage parents, engage students, engage other teachers in a way of using Wakelet to really organize all the stuff while keeping your worlds from colliding, Jerry. Because hey, we all need a private life. Hey, I hope that was helpful. We'll check you next time for Ball Guy Sci. This is Bryce. See you later.